Everyone, so this is Jason here, and I wanted to talk with you guys about hanging your vintage clothing on hanger straps today. I'm also going to call out a couple uses for padded hangers and how you guys should be hanging your clothes. Now, of course, with most antique pieces and vintage that doesn't wrinkle too heavily, of course it's best to leave it in a box folded with acid-free tissue paper. Any of you who have purchased anything from us online will have received one of our beautiful boxes, and that's perfect for storing. But of course, if we sell clothes, you want to wear your clothes, you want them hanging in your closet, so but you also want to preserve them for as long as you can. So I'm just gonna jump right to it and start talking about hanger straps and why we need them. So this is a very heavy gown, beading on the hem, and as you can see, the strap is destroyed. This is because someone didn't look to see that this gown had hanger straps. So this dress lived with all of this weight just right here, hanging on a hook. One of the hooks is even busted. So what you want in a hanger strap is to take the tension off of the design of the gown. And so here they allow the straps to fall loose so that no tension's on them whatsoever. They're also affixed not just to the side seam lining, but all the way through to the side boning on this. This is a couture piece. So they're in there grounded. You don't want them just tacking the edge of the fabric. Here is another halter gown, hung correctly. Now a hanger strap is always going to take away some of the hanger appeal, because again, if I remove these hanger straps, you see that the gown hangs how it will on the body and it'll fall straight. But again, it puts all of the weight of this beautiful train and all these little dingly-doos off. So here, the hanger straps come from the side seam of the skirt. And they're not just tacked on, they're stitched all the way down for about 1 inch. That helps distribute the weight so that the hanger strap doesn't just tear off. A lot of times in vintage you'll find the hanger straps are kind of tearing and a little loose. I'll show you some of those in a second. This is another gown. This is a problematic gown. Anything with cutouts or a cutaway waist, this full gown all rests on 2 inches of fabric here. The dress has reinforced tape inside to give it strength for this purpose, just so the dress doesn't kill itself. But additionally, for hanging, you have these hanger straps, again, sewn down to the side seam for 1 inch all the way down to help distribute the weight. What's nice about this as well is they help give the dress hanger appeal. It pulls the side out, which is kind of nice, and takes all the weight off the top. You always want the top to be a little droopy. You want these straps up here of the gown to be loose. Just lift it with your pinky finger, This is a dress from the 50s. Really lovely dress, a lot of great internal construction, massive amounts of restoration work went to her, and she had hanger straps. But one of the things we had to particularly restore was this halter neck, which is a panel cut on the bias that wraps around the back of the neck. So of course, the bias, which is the cross grain of fabric, stretches out more. So this had gotten pretty stretched. So these are the original hanger straps of the dress, and they're secured well and strong to the side seams inside, but they were too long. See, originally this hanger straps on this went like this, and still all the weight of the dress was hanging off of the halter, stretching it out. So a quick and easy trick you can do if you already have hanger straps in a dress is you want to check all your hanger straps, and then you can just tie a knot at where you'll just lift the hanger strap until it gets to a place on the hanger where you're relieving the tension off of where you need to relieve the tension, and then just tie a knot. And there you go. It doesn't matter if it's a little ugly, you end up tucking them in anyway when you wear it, and it saves the dress. This is a fun feature too. So this is an off-the-shoulder dress, or like barely kind of off the shoulders. So on a hanger, you know, they come right to the edge. You know, it's a beautiful boat neckline. Hard to see with my printed shirt I got on here, but beautiful wide boat neckline, and of course it's just going to slide right off. So if you have any of these wide-necked pieces here, now these were installed during the manufacture of this dress. This is actually sewn right into the seam of the shoulder, of the facing here. And what these do is you don't hang the dress like this, because that's a little silly. They go around the hook. So they pull the shoulders of the dress up. It helps the neckline from getting stretched out, especially if you have something that's like a jersey. And it keeps it on your hanger, and you can use slippery hangers. I know today we have, of course, the velvet hangers, which are fantastic, and we use a lot of those. But it's nice if you have a stronger, sturdier wood hanger, especially a Morphew branded hanger. Hanger straps as well, I want to call out, are not just for dresses. This is a fantastic Yves Saint Laurent evening skirt, high-waisted, comes to right under the bust. So it's a little bit of a tricky cut. And then, as you can see, the fabric is draped and twisted around the body on the bias. So if you put a clip hanger on that, this is satin. Clip hangers have teeth. They pull, plus it'll pull and it'll stretch out this fabric. So again, it has hanger straps sewn to the side seams. It's pulling them up, and then you can just go right on a regular hanger. And it's, of course, you know, you want a hanger with the divots. And there you go. Then another thing I want to talk about is knits. This is a Loris Azaro gown. Beautiful. He's known for his jersey, and he's known for his naked dresses. And here you have all of this beautiful, heavy silk jersey hanging on by a thread, covered with crystals. So this dress doesn't have any side seams because of the construction of the jersey and how it wraps around. So what we did was I actually added a hanger strap to the center back seam where there was a zipper to be able to pull up some of that weight of the skirt. So you get all the weight of the skirt, because it trains a little, held up. And then additionally what that does is it allows the jersey to hang correctly so that when you put it on the body you don't have any weird wrinkles or any like pulls. Now this piece does not have hanger straps yet, but it will. This is a late 70s, early Issey Miyake sweater dress with these big, massive, awesome sleeves. They've actually pattern matched, so it's tricky to see, but there's actually a seam here inside. So what I have done is I've used a set hanger, a hanger to support the shoulder of the sweater, but then also it has clips inside. And what we have done is to that seam, that underarm seam, where is it? Here we are. I fold it in. This is where I'll end up sewing a hanger strap loop, and I clip it right on that seam there. And then that way, when you put the shoulder of the knit, it won't get stretched out. This is a trick as well you can use for regular sweaters. Just sew a hanger strap to the armpit seam, side seam, and pull it up and hang it from the center loop here. And that helps take the weight off and keep your shoulders from getting stretched out. Another thing to do with knits is to double hang. So here I have this knit on a padded hanger, and I've double hung it to take half of the weight of that silk jersey off. This is one of the velvet hangers, so it won't slide off. And then this is a satin hanger, so the dress will slide around so it won't get pulled or stretched. Personally, I like these padded hangers because they are cotton twill covered. We get these at the Container Store, and the clothes stick to them better, and they don't slide off. So I have these ladies here, perfect for things like these from the 20s, which of course your 20s we have to have hanging because we're a store. So you want something round like this to help give a bit of shoulder support to the garment. But these should be stored, rolled in tissue paper, or 3-folded in tissue paper, acid-free white tissue, white or ecru tissue paper, unbleached, you know, like no dyes tissue paper to store vintage. So I hope that helps. Kind of spoke quickly to keep the video short. Feel free to rewatch and enjoy and take care of your clothes. They've lasted a half a century to 100 years, ready to make it into your closet, so don't kill it for the next lady. And until next time, take care, guys.